There's something powerful, almost magical about starting from zero. Qala phansi. Not from comfort, not from abundance, but from nothing. Because when you start from the bottom, you're forced to become something different. You think sharper, you move smarter, you respect every win because you felt every loss. This series is about that journey, from 0 to 100,000. Not just money, but mindset, discipline, identity. Look at Elon Musk, for example. After selling PayPal, he didn't just sit back and enjoy life. He took everything he had and poured it into new ideas. SpaceX, Tesla. At one point, he was nearly broke again, sleeping in offices, borrowing money just to pay rent. Imagine that. From millions back to survival mode. But that's the point. He chose to go back to zero because zero forces clarity. Zero forces growth. And you don't need millions to experience that. Think about this. Right before payday, when your account is almost empty, you suddenly become disciplined. You calculate every move. Every purchase has meaning. Every rand matters. Now imagine doing that on purpose. Taking your money, moving it into savings and starting your month from zero. Not because you're broke, but because you're building something. Because you're training yourself to survive and win from nothing. You know, there's a quote by an OG, Winston Inns, and I like that quote. You know, he was speaking on Peñol's podcast, and he says, "Never wish away the privilege of struggle." Think about that. Struggle isn't something to avoid; it's something to use, because struggle builds awareness, it builds hunger, it builds resilience. And most importantly, it builds you. When you start from zero, you remove distractions, you remove entitlement, you remove excuses, you remove abantu bazuthini syndrome, and you're left with one thing: execution. No safety net, no shortcuts, just you and the work. And that's when the real transformation happens. So this is what we're doing. We're starting from zero, not just financially, but mentally. We're documenting the process, the wins, the losses, the strategy, the discipline, every single thing it takes to go from nothing to 100. You feel me? Because anyone can operate when things are comfortable, but not everyone can build from the bottom. And if you can master that, you don't just make money, you become unstoppable. Let's start from zero.